Welcome to part 3 of our training series, Introduction to OBD2 and Electronic Vehicle Diagnostics. Today we're deep diving into the system that started it all, OBD2. By understanding how OBD2 works, you'll gain a solid foundation in modern diagnostics and unlock the ability to read, interpret and respond to the messages your vehicle is sending. This image gives you a clue to the reason for OBD2. In 1988, in order to reduce the air pollution generated by motor vehicles, the state of California in the USA required all vehicle manufacturers to provide an engine control system that could identify faults in a vehicle computer system. This system was called Onboard Diagnostics Generation 1. In 1996, the state of California and the US federal government further required that all onboard engine control module monitors actively perform diagnostic tests on engine emission control systems. This was called Onboard Diagnostics Generation 2, or OBD2. The Federal Test Procedure, FTP, sets maximum allowable emissions levels for OBD2 vehicles. A malfunction indicator lamp, the MIL, must illuminate if a system or component either fails or deteriorates to a point where the vehicle emissions could rise above 1.5 times the FTP standards. Please note that OBD2 is not presently a requirement in South Africa. However, the majority of vehicles in South Africa do comply. OBD2 standards are defined by the Society of Automotive Engineers. They are required by all vehicles after 1996 running on US soil to comply. It's implemented on most but not all vehicles running in South Africa. The standard SAE J1962 16-pin data link connector. There is a generic 16-pin connector that's also used on many other vehicles that are not OBD2 compliant. Standard mandated or generic OBD2 trouble codes are used for identifying vehicle emission-related powertrain problems for the purpose of environmental pollution control. Note the use of the word powertrain, as this means engine only. Manufacturer-specific trouble codes are used for identifying vehicle malfunctions on powertrain, but also include chassis and body electronics. Factory-defined trouble codes include vehicles before 1996. Factory-defined codes may mean different things on different makes and use a non-standard format. The OBD2 diagnostic trouble code consists of 5 elements. The first element is a B, a C, a P, or a U. B for body, C for chassis, P for powertrain, and U for network communication. The second element defines whether it is an SAE-defined or manufacturer-defined trouble code. The third element defines the system in the vehicle, and the fourth and fifth elements are the specific faults. Generic OBD2 powertrain codes are found in the range 0000 to 0999 and 2000 to 2999. These codes will be found on generic code lists and are found within the SAE definitions. Manufacturer-specific codes are in the range 1000 to 1999 and 3000 to 3999. All body and chassis codes are manufacturer-specific. Manufacturer-specific means the same code can have different definitions for different manufacturers. This is why it's always good practice when Googling fault codes to always Google the fault code with the manufacturer name. So you would, for example, Google P1100 VW or P3000 Ford. Factory-defined DTCs can have different formats. Generic OBD2 codes only define emission-related powertrain problems. This basically means engine diagnostics only. Manufacturers allow additional codes to be read and defined under manufacturer codes. But in reality, most manufacturers do not allow other system codes to be read by an OBD2 code reader. The OBD2 system in an ECU can be considered a separate layer. Certain sensor data can only be accessed using the manufacturer protocol. The OBD2 system is not allowed to access this information. Mode 1. Read current diagnostic data. Basically reads what information is available in a controller, usually outputs the number of stored fault codes. Mode 2. Read freeze frame data. The freeze frame is a snapshot of the data available in a control unit when the fault code was stored. This information can give you a clue to what was going on when the fault code was stored. For example, if you read a cam position sensor error and the freeze frame shows that the engine was revving at 10,000 RPM when the fault code was stored, this may give you a clue to the cause of the fault code. Mode 3. Read current diagnostic trouble codes. This lists the confirmed diagnostic trouble code stored in the control unit. It displays the exact numeric 5-digit codes identifying the faults. Note, the definition of the 5-digit code is not part of the OBD2 system. This is part of the OBD2 standard and can be found on the definitions list. Most software, however, has a database containing a list of the definitions. Mode 4. Clear or reset all diagnostic trouble codes. This function is used to clear the emission-related diagnostic information from the engine control unit. This includes clearing the stored, pending or confirmed diagnostic trouble codes and the freeze frame data. This clearing also clears certain learned ECU information, which may result in rough running till the info is relearned, for example fuel trims. Mode 5. Read oxygen sensor test results. This displays the oxygen sensor monitor screen and the test results gathered about the oxygen sensor. The oxygen sensor is a very complex item, and there are 9 numbers available for diagnostics. Mode 6. Read test results for non-continuously monitored systems. In all OBD2 vehicles, the electronic control module actually runs emission tests on each emission system while the vehicle is being driven. These tests are called monitors. These tests are defined and required by OBD2 regulations. In the USA, it is required that all OBD2 vehicles complete a smog exam. One of the criteria is to make sure all the readiness status monitors of systems are complete, or the vehicle will not pass the smog exam. Mode 7. Read pending diagnostic trouble codes. Pending diagnostic trouble codes are set when a malfunction first occurs. If this malfunction repeats, it will become a current diagnostic trouble code or hard code. If the malfunction does not repeat, the code may be stored or deleted, but the warning light will not be triggered. Current diagnostic trouble codes are set when a malfunction occurs during multiple drive cycles, the number of which vary from vehicle to vehicle. This results in the engine malfunction warning light being triggered. Pending diagnostic trouble codes are also called soft codes. Mode 8. Request control of an onboard system. Can be used to enable the offboard test device to control the operation of an onboard system, test, or component. This is similar to the actuation function on professional machines. Mode 9. Read vehicle information. read vehicle information such as the VIN number, calibration ID, or calibration verification number.